In this video, I'm showing you all the bread locations in every Flying Fish level in I Am Fish. Starting with level 1, the Country Life. The first piece of bread is pretty close to the start after you glide out the window of the house. So all you have to do is jump out the water and pick it up. The second piece of bread is gonna be among the weeds in this wheat field. Just curve to the right when you fly it off, and it's gonna be in the second roll on my left here. The next piece of bread is right after the wheat field, and this is gonna be a tricky one. Now you can also get this piece of bread from being in that circular pool. I just like to save as much time as possible. The next piece of bread is going to be hiding in this hay, and this is by far the most difficult piece of bread to get because you have to dive down and then dive back up without hitting hay or the ground. And the final piece of bread is in the marketplace near the end of the level. You just have to go to the right before the stairs and look out for the guy in the blue shirt because he patrols that middle area and he will kick you over because these people hate fish, especially fish in mop buckets. Now for level 2, into the depths. The first piece of bread will be on this second area where you're diving down, and this is kind of tricky to get. You can always respawn at the checkpoint if you miss it. The next piece of bread is going to be super simple. It's just hiding in this turned over minecart. This next piece of bread, you can find it above this pipe machine after you flood the cave. So you do have to flood this cave first before you can get this piece of bread. And this is just one approach to getting the bread that I do. Keep in mind, there are many different ways to approach these bread pieces. Once you get to the last area of the cave that has the minecart at the very end, you will notice that the entire cave is flooded now, and you can go to the left where you previously were in the level. Now over here you just have to swim all the way down to that minecart you initially took to flood this cave up, and it'll be on the left here. And the cave does need to be flooded here because when you first flooded the cave there wasn't enough water to get the bread piece, but now that the cave is mostly filled you can get the bread piece. And the last piece of bread is going to be in one of these ice boxes right next to the checkpoint. Now for level 3, take flight. The first piece of bread, you can't miss it because it's directly in your path. It's just sitting on this chair. The next piece of bread is going to be right out of the fountain to the left of this shark banner. And that's the first fountain you fall into where the banner is. The next piece of bread will be at the check-in area where people are waiting in line, and it's hiding in the very corner at the edge of this fence. This next piece of bread is hiding in the way back here. So instead of going to the checkpoint after being in this office area, you just want to go straight back. And it is hiding over here. And the final piece of bread is a tricky one because you have to hop from one suitcase to another and land in it while it is moving. I'll tell you, this took me a lot of tries to get, but once you land in the suitcase, you just have to wait for the suitcase to bring you to the bread, and then you can go to the next checkpoint. If you need help finding more bread, check out my other I Am Fish videos.